This is the Weekend Inspirational Notations, or WIN report, for the weekend of Friday evening, July 5th through Sunday night, July 7th. As always, we will be taking a look into the general vibe of the tribe, what's to be expected, what's to be rejected, the arising and surprising, and the love boat. And as always, we will be working with Hope's Heart Tarot and Odin's runes to glean deep messages into what this weekend holds for us. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's shuffle. Using Hope's Heart Tarot, we're just going to shuffle the cards, go into that zone, that dreamy shuffle zone of intuition, and ask, what's the vibe of the tribe? What is the vibe of the tribe? What's to be expected and what's to be rejected? What's the arising and surprising? And of course, what are the romantic waters of the love boat? When you're ready, you're ready. You just know you are, as I am now. So I'm going to cut the cards. I'm going to lay them down just as they are. And I'm going to knock once to seal the deal. Let's ask Odin's runes. What do we need to know? What is the vibe of the tribe? What's to be expected? What's to be rejected? What's the arising and surprising? And of course, what's the love boat? I get into that state of knowing, of trusting. Then I just cut once, lay down the cards as they are, knock to seal the deal, and away we go. So the first card is Hope's Heart Tarot, and it is the vibe of the tribe, which is the King of Cups, the gentleman. That is what this weekend is about. Remembering our manners, remembering formality, being polite at parties and meeting new people. When we can meet at a very respectful and harmonious level and remember how to talk to people, how to take interest in them, not just us, how to ask how they're feeling and what can I do for you and can I get you another beer and hot dog. It's conducive to having a great social time, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to socialize. It is the 4th of July weekend. There are outings, and it's a great idea to be cordial. I think that's a great card for this weekend. And the rune that matches up to it is Inga's, I-N-G, Inga's. Inga's is about manifesting, doing, farming, working, and actually that is the message of this card, manifesting. How you like them apples? So while we are being cordial and polite and using all our best manners and meeting people, remembering their names, falling into that social networking, we are actually manifesting. We're manifesting friendships, we're manifesting memories. What a great vibe of the tribe. Not only are we being this way, but other people are willing to be this way back to us. It's all of us. It's the vibe of the tribe. That's awesome. What's to be expected? Ooh, it's upside down. I can see. What do you think it is? Negative consequences. Negative consequences of and blaming others. So while we're trying to be cordial, while we're trying to be gentlemanlike, ladylike, while we're trying to maintain our social dignity, there's also going to be negative consequences that will arise. And blaming others. Maybe this weekend is about finding harmony within groups and within families, and maybe addressing any negative consequences in a more polite way. Wow. Let's read the rest of these, see what they have to say. Odin's runes. It's Isa turned. Harsh realities. So if what we expect are some negative consequences, the drunk uncle saying something inappropriate, and the harsh reality of, sir, excuse me, you probably need to go back to your tent now. I don't know. it is to be expected in gatherings and in groups. And that is what gentlemen, social, that's what the King of Cups is good at. Men who are the King of Cups, and the King of Cups within all of us, even if we're women, we know how to handle clash and controversy and negative consequences, because they're going to come up. And when they do and we handle them well, we're able to move forward as a family, as a group, as friends. Interesting. What's to be rejected? Well, I can't wait. After the expected is negative consequences and harsh realities, this ought to be good. Imbalance and fruitless efforts. So we are rejecting things that are out of balance. Somebody who has gone too far. Ourselves going too far. Because what we don't want fruitless efforts. No, that's what we're rejecting. We don't want it to be an imbalance and fruitless effort. We need balance. The whole message of the temperance is to create something of great value out of something that really isn't anything. In fact, lots of times it's just an idea that manifests into something of great value. But we can't do that if we're blaming others, or we are out of balance, or there's any kind of fruitless efforts. That is why we are rejecting that. Interesting. Let's see what Gabo has to say about it. Yes, Gabo, which is Odin's runes. That's the Odin rune that's up. It's Gabo reversed. Gabo straight up is about fair exchange. X. Do you see how this is an X? One of the older symbols of the world is X for exchange. Fair exchange. Fair give and take. But by withholding, we can create greed. See that? A fruitless effort can create greed. Sounds like family gatherings. Let's find out the arising and surprising, the thing we didn't see coming. Wow. Financial stability. Maybe the example of someone going too far, or ourselves going too far, and then being countered with gentleman, strong, cordial energy will bring balance. Balance in finances, balance in resources, stability to our lives. That is the arising and the surprising. Maybe we're just shaking out the negative that we don't need in order to, whoever's rocking the boat, or whatever aspects of ourselves are rocking the boat, jump into the darn lake, right? Because the rune that comes up for it is destructive forces. Hail. The arising and surprising is hail. Well, hail is always surprising, and kind of not too. You know how that goes in the summertime. But somehow or another, this destructive force of hail, which is completely impersonal, happens to everybody. It's a fact of life, especially for the Norwegians who lived where it was frozen for 8 months and hailed for 4. Anyway, finding shelter and stability, even under a destructive force of possibly the negative consequences of the expected, countered by the gentleman, polite, charming energy of the King of Cups, is a stabilized force, because we don't want the imbalance. Do you see? This is extremely interesting. So what is the love boat? What is the romantic energy? How is everybody getting along and pairing up and feeling connected? Let's look, let's ask. Oh, as committed to sacred deeds. Do you see that? That is the magician at the 3/4 position, committed to sacred deeds, to God's work, to being the best and highest and holiest that we can. Maybe if there is a negative consequence, maybe if somebody is acting up, we handle it in a very professional, nice manner and help that person also improve and evolve. So the rune finally with the love boat is Knaz, K for knowledge, the torch that lights the dark. Knowledge. And that is a great way to end the read, that we finally have the knowledge we need in order to handle mishaps or negative consequences or harsh realities, if you recall the harsh reality card and what's to be expected. It seems like it's a growth weekend. While we're out and we're having fun and we're celebrating and spending time together in the summertime, things are going to happen, and it's going to be growth oriented, and only good will come of it. Balance, financial balance, and realizing that we can always find shelter in the hail. Destructive forces happen all the time. We need to know how to accommodate to that so we can continue. And of course, that makes us committed to sacred deeds, doing God's work, and finding knowledge. I don't think it could be a better 4th of July weekend. I hope you all have a really wonderful time, have a really great time, and I look forward to next week's video. Reporting from J&J Optical in Sturgis, South Dakota, this has been Joan Kristen Haugen. Please feel free to like and share this video and comment as you see fit. If you'd like your own private reading with me or your own deck of Hope's Heart Tarot and Odin's Runes, just visit my website, www.prairiemagic.com. Have a very happy 4th of July, and we'll see you next Thursday.